Welcome back, lads. How's it going? Today we've got a big one. Pretty crucial when it comes to Frank tomorrow. Well,
definitely.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Sam, we're playing Fulham, obviously. Anything you'd like to say?
To be honest, this week I was thinking about the podcast, obviously episode 2 of the podcast. And I was just thinking, not much to say about Fulham really. But I just think they obviously drew to Liverpool. They were at the top of the table. I think Man United have taken over. But they're one of the bigger teams in the season. They also, they drew to Man City, and Man City were on form. They obviously beat us 3-0. And that just made me think, if they're drawing to those kind of teams, what's going to happen to us on Friday? And I'm just thinking, we can't afford a draw. We need this win. We need the points on the board. We dropped down to 9th place, which is not too good. But them definitely drawing to those two big teams has made me think a bit and be a bit cautious of the result that's going to come out. What do you think?
I think, obviously, a London derby, isn't it? Not the biggest, obviously. But it's going to be crucial to Frank, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think he will play a weaker side, and if he does, he's deluded because this game is for his job.
Yeah.
If he loses this game, he's out of the club. We'll see the back of him.
Yeah.
Might get Tuchel or Allegri in or someone like that. But Frank has got to be on top form this game because if he loses, that's his job.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've obviously got a match prediction lineup. And I think we would like to see Werner up top, wouldn't we? The same side that we saw against, was it
Morecambe?
Yeah. Was it? No, with Werner up top, Pulisic on the wing.
Yeah.
Right wing, Ziyech.
No, that wasn't.
Was that Man City?
Aston, I don't know. Someone like that. I don't know. City, I think it was.
We'd kind of like to see that lineup again. But I think we just need to be careful because God knows what happened. We saw what happened against Man City. We conceded 2 early goals and then a third one after, which was just a massive setback for us. And I think, as you said, this is for Frank's job. I don't think he will leave. I don't think he will actually go. But I think he's definitely worried about maintaining his position as manager for the club. But it's just down to whether the players can perform on the day. I suppose it's not all his fault because Timo Werner and Havertz and people aren't really performing. The players are losing it a bit. But we need this win against Fulham for Frank to secure his position, really. But that's all I've got to say for the moment. What's your predictions for the match?
I thought it's really hard to tell, to be honest, because Fulham are either going to have an absolute stinker or they're going to look like 2012 Barcelona. There's no in between. It's going to be that or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to say a 2-0 win to us.
Yeah. Who to score, actually?
I think Werner will get another goal.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think Thiago Silva will score as well.
Yeah. I would actually, my prediction, just because I feel like, obviously, even though Fulham are at the bottom of the table, drawing to those big teams has probably given them a lot, especially drawing to Man City yesterday, given them a lot of confidence going into this game. And I reckon we're just not going to be able to keep a clean sheet from the team. So I reckon a 2-1 win.
Do you think?
Yeah, with Mason Mount to score and then Pulisic score the second goal. I would love to see Pulisic score, and if I'm honest, it's a cracking player.
Yeah.
Like that. That's the scores.
Yeah. Should we talk a little bit more about Frank? And
Yeah. Obviously, we talked about this on the last episode. But I'm starting to feel different opinions. Frank in or out, I'm going to ask the same question as I did last week.
Okay. As a Chelsea fan, this is really tough to say, but I don't want him at the club anymore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to see him be manager anymore.
Yeah.
I think we need someone with more experience.
Yeah.
A manager, basically, not a football player.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, to be honest, but I just think it's really down to this game against Fulham. If we do lose, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. The after-match review that will come out will be not very, well... Positive, yeah. And personally, I don't think the club will actually get rid of him if we lose against Fulham. I don't think they would do that.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm going to have to go with you and say that I would like to see a new manager, because obviously new experience, better experience as a manager. But then I wouldn't like to see Frank go, because obviously it's Frank Lampard, Chelsea legend. But that is my thoughts at the moment. And if we do lose to Fulham, then he's going to have to go.
Yeah, I agree.
But obviously we chose 3 options for a new manager, which is out on the post on our Instagram. I can't remember their names. Who were they?
Tuchel, Allegri, and the ex-Leipzig manager Julian Nagelsmann.
Who were the first and last 2 ex-managers for? Well, who did they manage?
So Tuchel used to manage Dortmund and PSG.
Yeah.
Allegri used to manage AC Milan and Juventus, and Nagelsmann has only managed 2 clubs, Hoffenheim and Leipzig.
I think obviously they're way more experienced than Frank. This is his first club managing, isn't it? To be fair for him,
no, second.
To be fair to him, he wasn't too bad last season. He did do very well coming into the club for the first season, but he is lacked behind massively at the start of this season. And if we don't see an improvement, then I would actually kind of like to see the who's the ex PSG manager. He sounds very
Thomas Tuchel.
But hopefully not see Frank go. Hopefully we don't lose against Fulham. And if you want to see all the updates on Chelsea and the Chelsea news that comes out, go down in the description, click the link in the description, take you to our Insta page where we post every day. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast, guys. Let's go smash Fulham. And we'll see you on the after-match review. Come on, Chelsea fans.